Yo, we got us a good video here, I'm not gonna lie. I ate nothing but Taco Bell for 30 days to improve my health. Pretty interesting, you know, you wouldn't correlate eating Taco Bell 30 days with improving health, but maybe he knows something that I don't.
For the next 30 days, I'll be eating nothing but Taco Bell to see if it's possible to actually become healthier while doing it. I'll be bringing you along for every step of the way, so we'll get to find out together if it's possible. Today is day 1 of my experiment, and it's time for my first meal.
Bro, no one, if anyone even thinks that this is possible, bro, like, you're actually kind of delusional. I think bro just wants an excuse to munch on some Taco Bell for a month straight, which honestly real.
Okay, apparently the indoor dining is closed, so drive-through it is. Rule number 1, all food and drink I consume must be from Taco Bell. That means no snacks unless they're purchased from Taco Bell. Actually, I'm gonna take this off so my wife can eat. Rule number 2, I must have at least 3 meals a day. So I'm not ruling out more, you know, I could have a second breakfast or a late night snack, but it cannot be less than 3 for a total of 90 meals. Rule number 3, I have to eat every item on the menu at least once. And I'm doing that just so people can't say, he didn't really eat what normal people eat at Taco Bell. Case in point, I'm currently having a cheesy gordita crunch. All right, it is already the end of day 1 and I'm feeling good. I was a little bit tired after breakfast this morning. For those wondering, I did poop today and it was pretty normal.
Bro,
but don't worry, I am
no
going to be keeping a running
that,
tally. But for now, I gotta go to bed.
Bro, if you're eating Taco Bell for 30 days, bro, you're fucking your stomach up so bad, man. Holy shit.
I'm just excited to finally be starting the experiment. I'm making a documentary. So to give you a recap of the past week or so, I really tried to soak in my final week of eating non-Taco Bell food, so I just balled out. And while all of that was happening, I got to do an interview for the local news, and that story ended up getting picked up by local news stations all across the country. But the icing on the cake was when Jimmy Fallon told a joke about my experiment in his monologue on The Tonight Show.
Oh, so bro's kind of like that, okay.
A man in Virginia said that he's going to eat only Taco Bell for 30 days to see if their food can make you healthier. Taco Bell is so excited. They're like, he called us food.
So with all the publicity, there's been no shortage of people sharing their opinions. And a lot of people have expressed concern for my health. So with that in mind, I just wanted to let you know that I made sure to consult with multiple medical professionals. I visited my primary care physician, tested my body composition at UVA's exercise physiology lab.
I mean, this is kind of like extra, but I mean, go off, I guess.
I want this experiment to be more nuanced than just whether I gained or lost weight, but more on that later. So here's
the foot shot is insane.
Starting at guard from the University of Virginia, it's Sam Reed. Standing at 6'4" and weighing in at 196 pounds, he's got 19% body fat, and his blood pressure is 122 over.
Bro, if you over the age of 25, bro, you need a beard or like some facial hair, bro. Like, bro, y'all just wait till I'm 25. I'm gonna have a fire ass beard.
And I just want to say that I understand that this experiment is not recommended from a medical standpoint.
Yeah, I would say so.
A small percentage said they thought that I could actually become healthier while doing this.
How could you get healthier from this, bro? Like, dead ass. I feel like those people are just trolling. There's literally no way on planet Earth. It's like me saying I could get healthy off smoking meth, bro.
So for starters, I wanted to interview some people on the street, and here's what they had to say. All right, so what would you say it means to be healthy?
Your nutrition, doctor's visits periodically to get your blood work done and stuff.
Masturbation.
Like
Try to eat a salad like every 2 days, 3 days.
Okay, I would say that you can.
Bro, this guy dead wrong for interviewing her, bro. Come on now, man.
There's physical health and mental health, so I think as long as those two things are in balance.
To be able to easily run a mile.
That girl was short as hell, my goodness.
Kind of mental, spiritual, physical, you know?
If someone's trying to be healthy, how often would you recommend that they eat fast food?
I would say, if possible, only once a week.
And maybe once every 3 days, maybe?
Maybe like once a month. Maybe once in a blue moon.
Probably not that often. Maybe once a month or something. It depends on what kind of fast food you're talking, because Chipotle shouldn't.
If you're trying to be healthy, like once a week is okay. You don't have to cut it out completely, but I mean, it's not healthy. It's just more so like a cheat. But if you're trying to be completely healthy all the time, you wouldn't even eat it at all.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, maybe
There's so much
infrequent.
better
They should just
options.
listen.
I decided I needed to bring in an expert, so I called up Katie Spada, who's a registered dietitian who works primarily with former athletes. So if someone were to ask you,
Bro, I could not eat Taco Bell every day, bro. That's so, ugh. It's the meat they use. It's so disgusting.
as a registered dietitian, what you would say it means to be healthy.
Food shouldn't be stressful. Anytime a food decision or a food experience causes stress, that's a red flag to me, as this is probably an unhealthy relationship with food.
I mean, it's really not that hard. You just don't eat fast food that much. Bro, I just made an omelet this morning. A 4-egg omelet, bro. I'm full still. It took like, what, like 8 minutes to make?
I don't look at BMI, I don't look at weight as impacts on a person.
Bro, that BMI scale, we did that in health class. That is the biggest scam ever, bro, or like the biggest lie. I remember some girls, they would do they would do it and they would not be big at all, and it would say they were like overweight.
That brings me to my fourth and final rule, which is that I'm going to limit the amount of exercise I can do each week to 5 hours max.
Yeah, that's a necessity. You definitely need to be exercising throughout this. That's the only way you're gonna not become a fat slob.
All right, end of day 2, I'm having some mild indigestion, and I think it might be because I've been eating pretty quickly, so I'm going to try to slow my meals down a little bit, see if that helps.
He's
My food today
scarfing
was
that
a little
Taco
bit
Bell
less
down.
solid than I would have liked, so that's our first less than pleasant bowel movement of the experiment. I suspect it's because I had a fair amount of fire sauce with my
This is like 2xing the terrible side effects of what Taco Bell's gonna do to you.
Just for fun, I'm going to be doing some fitness testing at the beginning and end of this experiment. So last night I saw how many consecutive pull-ups I could do, and right now I'm about to run a mile for time. So just for some background, I would describe myself as fairly active. I ran track in high school, and since then I've kept up with running and have run a few marathons. Any thoughts on
He
how
looks like
I
a
should
track
think
runner.
about?
The weight training actually during this to build lean tissue to support your metabolic health.
I feel like cardio has always been tied in popular culture to burning fat, but what I'm hearing you saying is that kind of
Bro, they're having this professional ass conversation about fucking Taco Bell. It's like rotting my brain, bro. It's simply just don't put the fucking fiery hot sauce on your Taco Bell burrito every day.
So my plan right now is to go to the gym 3 times a week and then go on 2 runs each week. And it's okay if I don't hit all of those, but that's kind of the limit that I'm setting for myself. I'm also not super interested in losing weight. I'd rather gain muscle, and so I'd be okay if I ended up weighing more but having a lower percent body fat. I'd consider that a win in my book. And
I mean, if you're trying to bulk, eating Taco Bell would probably be a good idea. It just depends on what you're trying to get out of it. If you're already big, this is like adding fuel to the fire. But I mean, if like someone like me, if I'm trying to like actually build muscle.
as week 1 continued, I navigated my way through the menu item by item. I will say I haven't like necessarily been looking forward to breakfast just because I feel like everything is like eggs and tortillas. But the past couple of days I've been like pleasantly surprised. But maybe it's like Stockholm syndrome where I'm being held captive by this food and I've developed affection for it. I know this sounds crazy, but in this moment, I can't see myself getting tired of this. I gotta be honest, I'm definitely starting to get a little bit tired of this. I'm getting water most of the time, so I just started bringing my own to
with
save on the cups and
anything.
the straws that they're giving me. It also wasn't long before I was on a first name basis with everyone who worked at the drive-thru. Hey Conan, it's Sam. Thanks, man. Point. Is that Antoine? Before I knew it, the week was almost over and it was time for my first weekly check-in. I'm
Let's
actually
do
really
it,
curious
bro.
to see what my blood pressure will be like. At my check-in, I found out that my blood pressure had gone up slightly to 123/83, but my EMT friend Claire reassured me that I definitely wasn't in any danger. At least for now.
Golly.
I celebrated by heading to a cookout with some
Muscular
friends, which for
bit.
me meant BYOTB, or bring your own Taco Bell.
Honestly, that's like I might get like shit for this, and I mean whatever. But bro, females that look like that, man, it's like you might as well just be gay and be with the dude. Like that does not give female tendencies.
For those that are curious, I'm not counting calories or keeping track
Hey,
of macros.
W hat,
I'm just trying to
man.
practice
I miss
intuitive
Blockbuster.
eating by paying attention to hunger.
I miss Blockbusters, bro. We had a movie town, that's what it was called here. Going to the movie rental, getting a nice movie with the family, coming back home, opening it, and it's not even the right movie. Those were the days, bro. I remember we were supposed to get like I think it was like Insidious or something, but it ended up being like the John Wayne Gacy clown horror movie, and it was so cheap and so bad, and we all just like laughed at it.
I used the end of week 2 as a milestone to clean the Taco Bell bags out of the back of my car because it was really starting to smell bad. On day 15, I did my halfway point weigh-in, and I was even less concerned about that result. After feeling relatively good during weeks 1 and 2, week 3 was about to be a whole different ball game. First off, I introduced a new side quest of eating nothing but vegan and vegetarian options, which I was actually pretty excited about. From what I've heard,
I mean, that probably would be like the actual only way you could get something decently healthy.
A couple changes I noticed pretty quickly at the beginning of week 3. 1, I started feeling really tired. Like at the gym today, just did not have any energy. And 2, I started to experience some pretty serious gas. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Did he just smack the burrito, bro?
Experienced some pretty serious.
This dude's been giving me this uncomfortable feeling this whole time, bro. Please, bro, don't ever do something like that.
I wasn't expecting that. I guess up until this point, I hadn't actually been worried about my health, but the heart rate thing really...
I mean, you're eating fake meat and terrible things for your body. I don't know if he's like kind of putting up an act. He probably is.
For the first time in this experiment, I was legitimately concerned for my safety. I wanted to get to the bottom of what could be causing those changes, so I decided to take a closer look at some nutrition facts. I knew there were sodium warnings, and I remember seeing them on a few items when I first started the experiment.
Damn, they put a sodium warning on it. Indicates that the sodium salt contents of this item is higher than the total daily recommended limit 2300 milligram size sodium intake.
When I took a closer look, I realized that they only display the sodium warning on items that exceed 100% of your daily sodium intake. So in a given day, you could have a...
Gosh, so that one burrito is just over what you're supposed to have?
breakfast quesadilla, a grilled cheese burrito, and a Crunchwrap Supreme, and even though none of those have a sodium warning, your total from those 3 items alone would exceed 170% of your recommended daily sodium intake. This isn't an issue that's unique to Taco Bell. The Whopper from Burger King has 41% of your daily sodium intake. A Big Mac has 44%. A chicken burrito bowl from Chipotle has 123%. And a foot-long spicy Italian sub from Subway has 184% of your daily sodium intake. Right now I could really go for like an everything bagel or a stack of pancakes or just like a bowl of fresh fruit. I'd take a banana. A banana and some peanut butter sounds amazing right now. But instead,
that does sound good.
Grab some breakfast from Taco Bell.
I got peanut butter crackers
I try to ask them why
and
napkins. And I do
cereal
not
in a cup. I mean, he really doesn't look too much different on day 22. I was expecting him to maybe inflate a little bit.
If you do have the option to increase your potassium intake, along with drinking enough water, that can help with the sodium intake to balance it out.
The problem is there aren't many items that are super high in potassium on the Taco Bell menu. There were tomatoes and potatoes, like Katie mentioned, and there was guacamole, but I was kind of unsure what to make of that because it was also pretty high in sodium. And then there was orange juice. At the beginning, I was anti-orange juice because of the high sugar content, but now I think I'm pro-orange juice because it has a decent amount of potassium. Orange juice is back, baby. I also tried to figure out what had the lowest sodium. Looking at the menu, that seemed like it was going to be...
I said don't do it again.
One of the items with the lowest sodium is the crunchy taco. I couldn't believe I hadn't seen it. I mean, it had been right there in front of me all along. Taco Bell. Taco Bell. Of course tacos were going to be the key to cracking this experiment. With this newfound knowledge, I headed into...
I mean, yeah, the basics is going to have the least amount of it. The more they try to develop shit, yes, it's going to have an extravagant flavor profile, but that equals more sodium.
At this point, the finish line was in sight. I was enjoying the process, but pretty unsure of how my results... How are you doing? Well, I'd love for you to just fill the audience in a little bit on some of the biggest changes that have been made to the Taco Bell menu that have helped it to become one of the healthiest fast food restaurants.
You know, what's great is Taco Bell's been on, we call our Food for All journey for the past 15 plus years. It's a multitude of things.
No, y'all just adding bullshit. What you need to do is just add the fucking nacho fries, and that's basically it.
I just wanted to ask what you would say to maybe someone that sees fast food or quick service restaurants as black and white. So they have this mentality that either you eat at those restaurants and that makes you unhealthy, or you can avoid them and that makes you healthy. What would you just say to someone that might have that view?
Bro, it's a psyop. Listen, bro, it's so expensive. Just get your own ingredients and cook it at home. And even if you have a lot of money, then you can afford the top tier ingredients that us plebes can afford. Whatever she's about to say, it's some like PR shit.
I guess what I would say is, you know, go check out our information. We're super transparent about our food and our menu and everything that's in it. We are working on transitioning all of our packaging to be more sustainable, looking at recyclable options, compostable options, reusable options. So I hope people can feel good about the choices that they make at Taco Bell. And
I mean, when I get my shit, I don't give a... when I'm pulling up to fucking Taco Bell at 2 a.m., I'm not giving a fuck about the package. I'm ripping that bitch apart. It's slop. Who gives a fuck?
As the experiment drew to a close, I knew that no matter how my results turned out, I felt proud to have made it an entire month eating nothing but Taco Bell. That felt like a huge...
Proud. Okay.
So day 30 started out like any other with breakfast at my local Taco Bell, but it ended unlike any day in my entire life. I'll tell you where I'm headed in just a second, but the reason I'm able to take this trip is because of the support of my friends at Indigenous Healthcare Advancements. As the night came to an end, I took a few minutes to reflect on the past month. 30 days, 90 meals, nothing but
That boy
Taco
in
Bell.
Vegas?
I'd made national headlines, interviewed Taco Bell's dietitian, and discovered a newfound
beautiful.
gratitude. My
I
final
want to go to
test
Vegas
to see how
so
this thing
bad,
turned
bro.
out.
Not even a gamble, just to like see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the results. A little time has passed since I've finished the experiment and I've completed
the
all my
suit on.
tests. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for, the results. I gotta be honest with you guys. I figured that some of the results would be positive and some of them would be negative, but these results are so much better than I could have ever hoped for. Almost everything I tested improved. I'm not kidding. Check this out. I'll start with my blood pressure. Remember that final side quest? Well, by the end of the experiment, my blood pressure was no longer considered high and had pretty much returned to where it was when I started. I was most worried about my sodium level, and that ended up staying almost exactly the same. It actually went down a little bit. Glucose also went down a tiny bit. Triglycerides went up a little bit, but still well within the normal range. And remember how I started with high cholesterol? My overall cholesterol went down, so now that's back in a normal range. And my bad cholesterol also went down while my good cholesterol went up. My max pull-ups increased from 7 to 10. Pretty impressive, I know. And my mile time dropped from 6:45 to 6:21. And now for my body composition. I started at 195.6 pounds and finished at 191.5. My muscle mass stayed about the same, but my fat mass decreased. That means the 4 pounds I lost were almost entirely fat, and my body fat percentage went down from 19.1 to 17.4%. But if we're not careful about the language that we use, we can end up contributing to things like disordered eating, fat phobia, and shaming people for their weight or their food choices. So after 30 days of eating nothing but Taco Bell, is fast food.
I mean, like, shaming people for being fat. I mean, like, bro, bring it back. I'm not gonna look at a fat person and be like, oh, you're so beautiful. Like, no, you're not. It's not beautiful to be fat.
Can healthy fast food actually help you become healthier? I'll leave that for you to decide based on what you think of my results. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this journey. It's been a wild ride.
This dude. Wow. Well, if you did enjoy though, drop a sub. We need to hit 20 now, bro. We're at 11 subs right now. So drop a sub, drop a like. That helps hit the algorithm and shit. Drop a comment. I've been getting some hate comments. I don't give a fuck, bro. Fuck you if you a hate commenter. Drop that hate comment, bro. It helps me. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed though. I'll see you on the next one.